Welcome to This Explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled you're here today because we're going to explore something that is fundamentally changing how telecommunications businesses operate. We're looking at how unifying your data transforms fiber optic network management from complete operational chaos into a massive competitive advantage. As someone who manages, builds, or sells a fiber network, you already know the stakes are incredibly high and the margins for error are razor thin. So let's get right to the heart of the matter and see exactly how Zonedge acts as the ultimate hub for your entire operation. I want to start by asking you a very direct question. What does your network actually look like right now, today? Go ask your engineers, your sales team, and your field technicians this exact same question. Do they give you the same answer? Here is a hard truth about this industry. What truly derails a well-managed network is rarely a technical flaw. The hidden villain behind massive network failures, delayed deployments, and frustrated customers is disjointed, fragmented information. It's the inability to see the actual reality of your own infrastructure. Okay, let's dive into this and consider the daily reality for most telecom organizations. It's traditional, sure, but it is chaotic. You've got 8 different roles, all looking for critical answers in 8 entirely different systems. You have planners squinting at spreadsheets, construction teams relying on paper maps, and customer service basically just guessing based on outdated databases. It's slow, and honestly, it's incredibly error-prone. Now, contrast that with the streamlined reality Zonedge provides. 8 roles, finding their answers in one unified source of truth. Everyone is finally looking at the exact same network. To really understand how this works, we need to clearly define this concept. A single source of truth is one centralized platform where every single role, every hat worn in your organization, accesses and updates the exact same live network data. The beauty of this is that everyone wears different hats and has completely different responsibilities, but they all require the exact same underlying reality to operate efficiently. When your data is unified, everybody documents and sees the very same information in real time. Section 1. Engineering and Construction. When data fragments, your engineers and planners face severe daily challenges. They essentially end up navigating network capacity completely blindly. Over time, a massive gap grows between the original engineering plan and the actual physical terrain out in the real world. Plus, when team members change jobs or leave the organization, all their contextual knowledge just vanishes with them. And finally, planners often wait weeks for end-of-project reports just to know what is actually in the ground. When visibility is this poor, it degrades the very foundation of your network over decades. Zonedge solves this by creating a closed-loop lifecycle. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how it works. Step 1 is the planned conception. Step 2 is where the magic really happens, built and documented. Construction teams document their progress in real time, right from the field using the exact same platform. Then step 3 is maintained, which is the as-built reality. By capturing modifications the absolute second they happen, your platform perfectly mirrors the physical world. As this quote highlights, the profound relief for engineers and planners is just immense. We build on a foundation that lasts, with real-time data replacing blind navigation. When you finally possess a living, continuously updated view of the network, you stop guessing. You identify bottlenecks instantly, you evaluate residual capacity accurately, and you prioritize your next deployments based on hard, undeniable facts. Section 2. Management and Sales. The hurdles for managers and sales teams are incredibly stressful, especially when basing critical financial commitments on mere estimations. Managers struggle with verifying rights of way and contracts. They have a really hard time tracking actual fiber-to-the-home penetration rates. Meanwhile, sales teams are left guessing fiber path availability, which inevitably leads to horrifying post-sales surprises for the technical teams. You simply cannot run a competitive business by selling capacity that doesn't physically exist. Which brings us to a powerful realization for the sales team. We promise what we can actually deliver. Zonedge directly connects your physical assets to your governance and market data. This means your sales team validates technical feasibility instantly, right inside the platform, without waiting days for an engineering analysis. They make offers based on verifiable reality. They commit with total confidence. And those nasty post-sale surprises completely disappear. Section 3. Operations and Support. Down in the trenches, the pressure on support teams is intense. When an outage occurs, NOC teams are forced to reconstruct network topologies entirely by hand. Customer service reps launch endlessly frustrating internal call chains just to verify if an address even has service. And field techs arrive on site without the exact splice plans they need. Siloed data turns short, manageable service interruptions into prolonged, brand-damaging crises. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the time factor. The difference all comes down to minutes. Because Zonedge models the network end-to-end, a customer service representative verifies address serviceability in just minutes. They entirely skip that old, hours-long chain of engineering calls. The information is structured perfectly for the person answering the phone, empowering them to give the customer an immediate, accurate answer. Listen to this insight from the NOC and field techs. We identify affected clients and reroute traffic immediately, right from the field. When a segment fails, every single second counts. Because field technicians sync reality back to the platform instantly, the NOC already possesses the logical links needed to reroute traffic. They evaluate rerouting options the exact second an incident occurs, rather than trying to blindly build a map while the network is down. Section 4. The Zonedge Advantage. The crucial takeaway here is harmony. You have 8 different roles working seamlessly together. All their daily data feeds directly into a common, centralized base. Now, what makes this work so well is that Zonedge avoids forcing everyone to work the exact same way. Workflows remain completely natural to each specific role. But because everyone is connected to the exact same hub, documenting and seeing the same information, their individual work benefits the entire unified network. Suddenly, your system of record is no longer a burden. It becomes a massive competitive advantage. I want to leave you with this provocative thought. Are you managing silos, or are you managing your network? When your teams spend half their days searching for information, calling each other to verify facts, or fixing mistakes caused by outdated maps, you are managing silos. Your network deserves to be understood clearly by every single person in your organization. It's time to finally break down those silos and empower your teams with a single source of truth. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Start designing, operating, and innovating your fiber optic network today.